Perfect. So if you'd like to take a comfy seat, and we'll start with 3 inhales, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhale with a sigh out the mouth. Ready? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And start to breathe at your normal pace. I'm going to open with a quote from a woman named Ruth H. Hopkins. She is a Dakota Lakota Sioux writer, and she is also a biologist, tribal attorney, former judge, and co-founder of LastRealIndians.com. She resides on the Lake Traverse Reservation in South Dakota, and I thought that this quote was particularly applicable to right now. She says, quote, "Instinct is intellect. Wild is not uncivilized. Wild is free. Flay the false away and embrace your true nature. Plant your bare feet on the ground and become a bridge to the sky. We must heal our relationships to each other, ourselves, Mother Earth, and the universe in order to evolve and for our species to survive." And as you set an intention for your practice today, I invite you to ruminate on her words, how they apply to your life, your activism, your scholarship, your existence. Perhaps taking something with you in your next day. We'll take 3 more deep inhales and exhales. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Everybody make your way up to a seat. Your eyes can stay closed or take a soft gaze at the floor in front of you. We'll work our way through a few arm flows here. So reach your fingertips out in front of you, give them a little wiggle. And then sweep your arms up towards the sky. Inhale deep. Exhale, press the hands down using your own strength to resist the air. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, press down, fold forward, reach the arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press down and back, fold forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your arms open to goddess. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, back to goddess. Exhale, open the chest, squeeze the elbows back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, goddess. Exhale, hug, arc the back. Inhale, goddess. Exhale, press the elbows back. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, give yourself a hug. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, open the chest, look up and back. Exhale, hands to the knees, shoulders fall down. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, take 3 big shoulder circles backwards. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhales and crawl down. And 3 forwards. Bring the soles of the feet on the floor in front of you. Press your hands onto your kneecaps. Open the chest out wide. Let the chin lift. Look up and back. And then arc the back, rounding, finding space between the thighs and the body. And press forward once more. And arc the back. Let's do 3 more seated cat-cows. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drape open. Feeling free to take a crisscross applesauce if at any time this hurts the hips. Place the left hand by the left hip. Raise the right arm overhead. Big side body reach. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can actually reach your left hand back behind you like it's going for your right thigh. 2 more breaths. And then inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, other side. Right hand by right hip, left hand overhead. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, lift the chin, look up, walk the hands back, engaging the forearms, the upper arms. And then walk the hands back into the hips. And then extend yourself forward, coming into your butterfly, letting the head drop heavy. Feeling the weight of your own body pulling your chest down. Interlace the hands behind the head. Keep the chin tucked as you sit up nice and tall in the spine. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale, fill the belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, release. Release the hands, bring the neck up tall. Take the left hand to the right side of the head and stretch the right arm out beside you, looking for that nice stretch through the arm, shoulder, and upper arm. And switch sides, nice and slow. Bring that head up tall, hands to the knees, chin to chest. Take a couple of gentle rocks, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bringing movement into our stretches. And then place the hands underneath the knees, press them up towards the sky, and make your way over to your table. We'll start with 5 rounds of our cat-cows after you shift your hips into place, looking for that stacking of the hips and knees, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Inhale, lower the belly, look up. Exhale, arc the back, tuck the chin. 4 more. Settling back into your table, lift the right leg so that it's about parallel with the floor, and try and keep that ankle in line with the knee. So we're looking for about a 90-degree angle. We'll take 5 hip circles forwards. Paying close attention to the alignment in the legs and keeping weight even in both hands, not placing all of the pressure on the left side. And once you've done 5 forwards, you can switch to 5 back, working on strengthening the outer thigh and hip and bringing some slow openness. And then we'll move to the other side. 5 forwards. And when you're ready, 5 backwards. Coming back into your table, stepping your right leg out in line with the right hip. Option to slowly pulse forwards and backwards, or holding in this half side split, whichever feels good for you. If you're pulsing, it's inhale forward, exhale to sit back. If being up feels a little too much pressure on the hip, walk the foot forward so that it's closer to the hands. Let's hold for 5 more breaths wherever you are. And then we raise up onto the hands and knees and kick that right leg back behind you. See if you can get your left arm out in front, reaching for the opposite corners of the room. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. 4 more. If you're seated, you can keep your leg out to the side and reach it out and over. Arm extending up to the sky, crunching at the torso. And lowering down to that table, step the left leg out in line with left hip. 5 breaths of pulses or holds. Remembering that our body is not always equal on both sides, and you can always switch it up. Feeling up into your table, send that left leg back, right arm out in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. 3 more. When you're finished, we'll meet in our table. We're gonna do 3 more rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, belly lowers, look up. Exhale, arc the back. Trying to focus earlier in our shoulders and now in our mid and low backs and the hips, all of the spots that suffer from our current Zoom lifestyle. And when you're ready, touch the big toes together, sit hips back to heels in child's pose. Option to take the knees nice and wide if you'd like a wider child where the chest melts down to the floor. And you can roll the head side to side from temple to temple. And then walk the hands over to the right. Some people prefer to stack the hands, others prefer to keep them side by side. It really does not matter. You do you. And then let's walk over to the left. And then bring your hands back through center, sit up and back on the heels. We're gonna take a moment. I've talked through the 2 variations of puppy before, but I'd like to show you before I just send you into it this time. So in puppy, you can either tuck the toes or keep the tops of the feet on the mat. Once again, personal preference. We're aiming for hips over the knees. That's like a super great day, and days aren't always super great, and that's okay. You walk your hands forward and melt your chest to the floor, kind of like when your dog's excited and it waves its butt at you and you're like, how do you do that? And then we're aiming to lower either the chin and the chest or the forehead onto the floor. However, the other option is to keep your arms bent where they would be for a table and practice that same extension that you take in down dog, extending through the shoulders, reaching the bottom up to the sky. This allows you a little less pressure, a little bit more control. I don't mean pressure like peer pressure, I mean like physical pressure on the body from the position. Anyways, find your favorite version of puppy and breathe. Two more breaths. And then walk the hands in, bringing them underneath the shoulders. Elbows tucked into the sides. Lift the chin or forehead off the floor. Tuck toes, lift hips, down dog. This always brings me pretty close to the back of my mat, so you gotta take a couple bear crawls to get yourself back in place. And we'll take 5 breaths here, so feel free to walk the dog, shimmy your hips, whatever feels good. Shifting forward, coming into plank, lowering the knees, chest, and chin, and then releasing the belly and hips down to the floor. We're gonna come to cobra. Make sure your hands are nice and wide underneath the shoulders. Lock those elbows into the rib cage. Looking down in front of you, inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Exhale, lower. Keeping it nice and low for those first 3. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You've got 3 more. Feel free to extend as much as you'd like and no further than what feels good. Challenge to try and keep the glutes relaxed, but the core engaged. It's very hard, and I mostly don't succeed, but it's a fun challenge. And then bring the hands wider than the shoulders, come up on the fingertips. Inhale, crawl up, big cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lower down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Rock yourself through your table. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. 5 more breaths in our down dog. Raise your right foot to the sky and step right foot to right thumb. Inhale, arms crawl up to the ceiling. Exhale, settle those shoulders down. So we're in high lunge right now. Take a moment to check that your knee is over your front ankle. Your shoulders aren't raising up to your ears like earmuffs. And then allow the back foot to twist down so the left heel comes down about 45-degree angle. And then double check that front knee one more time. I always shift back once I lower my heel. 2 breaths here. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, open the arms, warrior 2, lower back down. Keep breathing here. Do a couple little checks with me. Are your shoulders over your hips? Are your shoulders staying nice and level with the chest? Is your front knee over the ankle, not leaning in? One more deep inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, stand up straight. Exhale, reach forward. Think of your arms as a T. Tip your T towards the floor, coming into triangle. Your hand can come to the outside of the shin or the inside. It can even come to the outside of the thigh or a block by the floor. Just don't use the knee. Twisting open, one more breath. And then bring that triangle all the way back up. We're just gonna flip ourselves to the other side. So you're gonna rock your right toes in and your left toes forwards. Bend that left knee over left ankle, arms raised to the sky, warrior 1. 2 more breaths. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, open the arms, warrior 2. Same checkpoints, our shoulders over hips. Our shoulders staying nice and low. Is your knee over your ankle? Feeling the engagement in the thigh. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, reach T arms forward and flip your T down, coming into triangle. You can always take a slight bend in the knee if you need. Or tip your arms up slightly and reach the chest forwards, just that beginning of the stretch. And stay up taller. And then tip your T back up to the sky. Both toes face forward, hands to hips. Fold the chest down, coming parallel to the floor, and then slowly, deeper, 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 let the hands mosey their way on down. And release the tension in the neck, let the head droop. Taking small micro bends in either knee, shift the hips from side to side. And then turn both toes out 45 degrees and walk your hands over to the left. You can stay up on the fingertips or wrap your hands around your calf or thigh. Fold the chest down. Walking the hands through center and over to the right. And then walk the hands back through center and reach them forwards, facing the toes perpendicular to the side of the mat, coming into your wide-legged downward dog. Option to bend the knees if you'd like, coming into a deep squatting, wide-legged down dog. Take notice of where the breath is sitting in your belly. Engage the core for the sake of the breath. Deep inhale, full exhale. Staying strong in this posture. We allow the muscles to melt open, but keep our structure strong. Lock those hands back in underneath the shoulders. Flip fingertips towards toes and walk yourself back. If your hands don't feel like coming to the mat today, you can reach your hands back behind you and lift up and open, pressing yourself down. Or if you just prefer the shoulder opener. One more breath. Lower those hands back towards the hips. And bring everybody's hands back underneath the shoulders. Heel toe the feet together. Grabbing opposite elbows, a micro bend in the knees, coming into your ragdoll. 3 breaths here. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, side body stretch over to the right. And reach over to the left. Coming back up through center, make your way to the front of the mat. We'll take a couple of flows now with a few different variations. Bring your feet under your hips, fingertips reaching down towards the ground, chin up. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we flow, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to cobra. Here's where we switch it up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift back to cobra. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, make your way through table and to downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. Option for high lunge, raising the hands up, or low lunge, lowering the back knee down, We'll alternate through our stretches, reaching the chest over the right thigh, and inhaling to our crescents, arcing the chest up towards the sky. Exhale, fold and stretch. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Take 4 more at your own pace. And then we'll meet in the lunge. Hands windmill down towards the floor. Tuck the back toes. And step right foot back to left, downward dog. Taking 2 breaths to pedal out the legs, noticing a difference perhaps in the openness. And then inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. I think we ended up doing about a total of 6 or 7 on the other side. So take 6 or 7 rounds on this side. Once again, our bodies are different in every joint, tendon, side, up, down. So if you want to be lower or higher on this one, you do you. And we'll meet back in the lunge, windmilling the hands towards the floor, tuck the back toes, and send left foot back to right, down dog. 3 breaths here, engage the core, lift the hips. And then lower knees to the ground. Touch big toes together, sit hips back to heels for child's. Perhaps swaying the hips from side to side, shimmying them back. And if you'd like to add a shoulder opener, taking prayer hands behind the neck. Crawling your way to a seat. We'll take a variety of twists now. This first one is one that I normally do with my legs crossed, but you can send your bottom leg out straight if you'd prefer. So you'll take the left leg out in front of you or tucked underneath. Right ankle crosses above left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, nice and tall spine. Exhale, twist over to the right. And perhaps that left elbow makes contact with the right knee. Maybe the arm folds down. Maybe you just grasp the leg. Inhale, grow yourself taller. Exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Keep breathing here. And come back to face forwards. You can either, if you have cow face in your practice and you would like to line up your knees and fold the chest over, you can do that. Otherwise, we'll send the left leg out long, right leg stacked on top. So it's like your normal half split walkout. Walk the hands out and down. Two more breaths. And then walk the chest up, unwind the legs. Hands behind hips, sway the knees from side to side. And then we'll take our twist on the opposite side. The right leg goes out or curls under, left leg over right. Inhale, arms up, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Walk yourself back to center, folding over into cow face with knees stacked, or sending right leg out long, left leg on top. Walk yourself down. Sit up nice and tall. Send both legs out in front of you this time. Give them a little shake. And then pull the fleshy part of your bum out from underneath you. Find those sits bones. Sitting up nice and tall, engaging the core, noticing as you inhale the tightening of the lower belly, the ribs, and the chest. Exhale, deep release, but stay nice and tall in your posture. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep forwards, perhaps wrapping a strap around the feet or placing the hands on the floor. We're going to hold for 5 to 7 breaths, but remember that whenever your body is ready, coming back up. Trying to keep the core engaged in this stretch. It helps maintain the integrity of the muscle and spinal column alignment. And walk yourself up, hands underneath the knees, drag them in. And let your knees relax over to the right. You're gonna keep your left knee in the arc of your right foot. Arms come up to goddess, deep inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the right and lower down. You can stay up on the hands or come down to the forearms, taking the twist only as deep as feels good in your body. Coming up onto the hands, walking yourself forward, take a baby counter twist over to the left. And then sitting up through center, bring the knees up and switch them over to the left side this time. Arms come into goddess, big inhale. Exhale, twist and lower down. Raise up on the hands, walk yourself forwards. Take a baby counter twist over to the right this time. And then sit forward, send your legs out long. Arms out to a T, and we'll lower ourselves down, whether that means slowly releasing the hands down and coming onto forearms, or engaging the core, lowering yourself vertebra by vertebra. If you have a strap you would like to use, you are more than welcome to. We'll take reclining pigeon to start. Right leg up to the sky. Left ankle above right knee. Hug that thigh in. The right leg can stay up nice and tall with a flexed foot, or that leg can bend. Releasing, bringing both legs up towards the sky, point and flex the toes. And then cross right ankle above left knee, hug the left thigh in. Releasing both legs up towards the sky. Take 2 ankle circles in both directions. And hug the right knee into the chest and send the left leg down. Using the left hand on the outside of the right knee, press the right knee over to the left, crossing the body. Your right arm can fall open as you look to the right side, aiming to keep both shoulders on the floor. Tipping back onto your back and opening the right knee to the left side, just using the hand to guide it, placing left hand on left hip for a counterbalance. Hug that right knee in, send the leg up towards the sky, either wrapping a strap over the ball of the foot or interlacing hands behind the thigh. Hug it in. Releasing that leg down, sending it out long along the mat. Hug the left knee in and cross it over to the right side of the body. Keeping both shoulders down, gaze is out to the left. Coming back to lay flat. And open the left knee to the left side, the right hand on right hip. And then reach it up for the sky, using the strap on the ball of the foot or interlacing the hands behind the thigh. And bend that knee into the chest. And we'll come into happy baby, both knees by the armpits, grabbing pinky sides of the feet, rocking from side to side. Settling into your Shavasana whenever you're ready. Bringing the intention from your practice back to the forefront of your mind and holding it on your heart. We'll settle into the pose with 5 deep breaths. On the inhales, focus on filling belly, ribs, and chest. On the exhales, release completely. Ready, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Just breathe and be, letting the breath wash over you. Beginning to bring the attention back to the breath, wiggling the fingers and the toes before rolling to your right side, your right arm as your pillow, for a few more breaths in this space, your space. Pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat when you're ready. Eyes closed or softly gazing at the floor in front of you. Hands can be open on the lap or reaching down for the ground or pressed together at heart center. I'd like to close again with the quote from Ruth H. Hopkins, who says, "Instinct is intellect. Wild is not uncivilized, wild is free. Flay the false away and embrace your true nature. Plant your bare feet on the ground and become a bridge to the sky. We must heal our relationships to each other, ourselves, Mother Earth, and the universe in order to evolve and for our species to survive." Filling yourself with gratitude for coming to your mat today, for the work you are and will do. By the mercy of my teachers, the light within me honors the light within all of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here.